Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Richard Moore Gymnasium inside the Pickle Fieldhouse here on the campus of Volunteer State Community College. This is Tim Reese. I am joined by a new voice tonight. We don't have Ryan DeKill in for this evening, but we have a new student here, Kason Hollinsworth, that will be joining us here in just a minute as we are getting set for the Lady Pioneers to take on the Lady Panthers of Pellissippi State. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties here for the broadcast. I hope that you are able to hear us well, and we have our crack crew on any problems that come up. Chief Engineer A.J. Fawson, of course, leading the charge. And I will get to the rest of the production staff here in just a minute, but let's bring in Kason Hollinsworth. Kason, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm great. It's good to have you. And found out about maybe 45 minutes before the broadcast that you might be here and showing up. So it's good to have some new folks that might be interested in helping us out here on the Volstate Sports Network on the broadcast. And Kason, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from and what year are you here, what's your major?
Well, I am from Lebanon, Tennessee. I am a freshman in my second semester here at Vol State, and my major is business administration.
Okay, that's awesome. We'll get you to give your shout outs to folks that might be listening in here momentarily, but we are just a few minutes away from the national anthem, so let's see if we can sneak in the Toyota of Gallatin starting lineups. First for the visitors from Pellissippi State over in Knoxville. Number 2, Elise Conrad, 5'7" sophomore from Belgium. Number 4, Serenity Giesler, 5'10" freshman from Knoxville West High School in Knoxville, Tennessee. Number 10, one of the Crick girls, Ashley Crick, 5'11" freshman from Smyrna, Tennessee. Number 15, Malu Braga, 5'9" sophomore, transfer from Odessa College. He's from Brazil. And number 30, Autumn Crick, the twin sister to Ashley, 5'10" freshman from Smyrna, Tennessee. We are set for our national anthem, so we'll have to take our first break of the broadcast. And we will be back after this 2-minute timeout. You're listening to the Volstate Sports Network.
Take the step. 1, 2, 3, just like that. Take the step, the one you've always wanted to a better you and a brighter future. Choose a path to create, innovate, or educate. A path to your career. One that builds you as a person, or one where you build for the people of the future. Choose a path to save lives or check eyes, to study the human body, soul, and mind. To fight crime, both in person or online, to code, market, or be an entertainment rock star. Take the step to your full potential, to everything you've dreamed of. Take the step here, there, and eventually everywhere. With the pros of the profession, the Grammy winners, the commercial producers, the engineers, the doctors. Life is full of steps, so why not make yours count? This is us. This is Vol State.
The demand for mechatronics professionals is on the rise. Students get to earn a wage and college credit simultaneously via our work-based learning program. This hands-on experience gives them a competitive edge in the job market. Industries like automotive, aerospace, electronics, healthcare, and even mining rely heavily on these systems. These positions offer competitive salaries and a chance to contribute to the cutting-edge technologies that are shaping the world around us. Join us in pioneering the future of manufacturing through the power of mechatronics. Visit volstate.edu to start blazing your pathway now. Classes are available now at the Gallatin and Cookeville campuses.
Welcome back. I love that rendition of the national anthem. I'm going to have to find out who does that, but Corey, our public address announcer, handles the in-game music that's here. And he and his wife, a tandem, as Corey handles the public address announcing and Michelle is our official scorer. So let's get back to our Toyota of Gallatin starting lineups. Now the visitors, we had Conrad, Giesler, Crick, Braga, and Crick, the starting five for head coach Quan Dudley in his first year at Pellissippi Community College State Community College. He's assisted by Cassidy Hill. Pellissippi State is 9-9 on the season. They're 4-5 in the conference. And for the Lady Pioneers of Volunteer State, starting a guard, Kyra Sharon from Sycamore High School, a sophomore, one of two sophomores on the squad this year. Number 15, Tashana Moore, a freshman, 5'9", from Blackman, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Number 21, Rylan Freeman, a 5'7", freshman guard from Greenbrier, Tennessee. Number 22, Skylar McMillan, 5'7", freshman from Westmoreland. And the number one shot blocker in all the nation, number 12, freshman, 6'1", from Clarksville Northwest, Kendall Myrie, leading the team in scoring at 15.9 points per game. And that is good for 5th in the league. We have the number 5 and number 6 scorers in the league playing here tonight in Myrie and Conrad. Elise Conrad, you see her name on a stat sheet somewhere. It's going to look like Alice, but she's from Belgium and pronounces her name Elise. And apparently the last name that shows on there, it looks like Minoir, maybe, but she goes by Conrad. Maybe she got married. I don't know. Kaysen, here we go, buddy. Let's have some fun.
Yes, sir.
Dwayne Burks, our referee, tosses it up, and right away, Miss Conrad makes her presence known as she steals the tap. And Pellissippi State in their offense, man-to-man defense by the Lady Pioneers. One of the Crick twins, Ashley Crick, gets it back to Conrad. Now to the bespeckled Braga, who drags a foot and is called for traveling. You're watching on the Volstate Sports Network. Skylar McMillan was ready to toss that ball in, but Kyra Sharon says, hey, you need to hand that ball over to Chad Beck, one of our 3 officials, to get this party started. Full court pressure by the Lady Panthers. Sharon, 2 seconds to get it across, and she does with Madison Ogburn all over her. Over to Freeman, who's going to drive into the corner. Her first shot is nothing but air. Rebound goes to Conrad behind the back dribble. Now to Braga. Kicks into the corner. Ashley Crick wears number 10, and Autumn Crick wears number 30. Braga at the elbow out to the three-point area where Autumn Crick's 3 is no good, but the rebound run down by Ogburn. Drives to the middle, kicks again, but Crick did not want to try a second 3 on that offensive possession, call for traveling. 2 traveling violations, Kaysen.
Sir.
Ella Disney has to make her way to the bench. Right behind Tashana Moore, who threw the ball into Rylan Freeman. So 1 sophomore, 4 freshmen out there for the Lady Pioneers, who are looking for their second win in conference play. They're 1-8. And it's been a while since they've gotten a win. Played pretty well against Roan State the other day, but just got away a little early. Right there is what they're trying to do, is get that ball inside to Myrie. And she could not get the grip on that as the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Lady Panthers basketball. We are up and running, looks like, on the broadcast. We got the clock up and graphics going, all zeros. Saved from going out of bounds. Pellissippi retains possession, 15 on the shot clock. Inside to Ashley Crick. She gets a shot up, but it's a little slap on the wrist from Ryland Freeman, who picks up her first foul.
Number 21, Riley Freeman. That is her first.
And to the line goes Ashley Crick. I would assume that her family is probably here in attendance, being from Smyrna. She breaks the tie with a free throw, averaging 10.1 points per game, 5.7 rebounds per game. And 2 for 2 at the free throw line. A steal, and Crick's got it back. Bounce pass to Conrad, and a double clutch. She gets another bucket, and Pellissippi State's full court pressure causes another turnover for Volstate. 4 quick points there for the Lady Panthers, and now they're going back on offense. Conrad will inbound to Braga, so 2 foreign-born players, one from Belgium and one from Brazil. Shot no good. Rebound to Freeman, but she throws it away, and 3-point shot by Conrad is good. She has 5 early, averaging 15 points a game, 6th in the conference, leads the team. Tashana Moore gets the pass from Sharon. Cross court to McMillan for 3. It's a little off. First shot that's hit the iron, and a foul called by Dwayne Burks, our lead referee, and that's going to be on Pellissippi. That'll be Elise Conrad's first foul of the game. Most of you listening are familiar with women's basketball. 5 fouls in a quarter constitute free throws, and it'll be 2. There's no 1 in the bonus. Inside pass to Myrie, and she's able to get it up and off the glass for 2. Volstate is on the board. Full court pressure by the Lady Pioneers. Pellissippi breaks the press. Braga to Crick to Conrad with the left hand. Shows Conrad 5'7" on the roster, but I don't think that's right. She looks 5'5". Myrie flashes to the basket, gets another nice pass there from Freeman, and she has 2 quick buckets. Behind the back dribble by Conrad over to Autumn Crick. I knew I was going to go with Crook there at some point. Crick. Not a creek. It's a crick. Braga drives and is fouled by McMillan. A couple Jersey Mike subs step in for the Lady Pioneers. Yana Parker, Cheyenne Love, and Ella Disney, along with Madziana Calloway. So everybody but Kendall Myrie comes out of the game from the starting 5. Braga in and out on her first attempt from the free throw line. Braga, the second leading scorer on the team at 11.2. Shoots free throws just under 55%, gets 1 out of 2. And a 10-4 lead for Pellissippi State. Liliana Ignacio will give Conrad a break, 5'7" freshman from Crestwood High School in Sumter, South Carolina. Pressure again by Pellissippi State. The ball knocked out of bounds. Ball State will throw the ball in from the end line. This time, though, Madziana Calloway will not be able to move from down there. She can't run the baseline. Somebody's going to have to come to, and that's Myrie. A lot of players down there on that side of the court. Calloway gets it across the timeline and hands it off to Ella Disney. Calloway, 5'7" guard from West Creek High School. Myrie's driving all the way down, gets another shot up off the glass. This one doesn't go, but she draws a foul. Madison Ogburn picks up the personal. Myrie had a tough time from the free throw line against Roane State. 5 for 10, normally shoots it at about 70%, gets the roll there. Still shooting at 70%. And nice fluid motion there. Going to hit a lot of free throw shots you shoot like that. Braga with Love on her hip all the way to the baseline. It kicks out to Ogburn, who has Callaway. Now a switch is made. Disney on Ogburn. Ogburn looking for a teammate, finds one of the Crick twins. Until I see the number, I can't really tell them apart. I'm going to have to get their shoes. There's Ashley Crick's shot, and it is no good. Disney with the rebound. Up court to Love. Now to Callaway. Looking for Myrie. They got her inside. Pass just not high enough. Braga gets a handle on it. Up to Ogburn. Ignacio with a 10-footer. It's short. Rebound to Myrie. Myrie averaging just under 10 rebounds a game. It's fourth in the conference. Love tries to get the ball into Myrie, and that pass right there, Kaysen, was just a little bit too low for her.
I agree. I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to get it down in the paint, and that's a good idea, but I feel like you got to include more of your players into your game plan here.
You've noticed they've been working that right side as Pellissippi State is taking a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. 10-6, Pellissippi leads. But no question who the offense is running through is going to run through Kendall Myrie. The problem is when they drop down like that, get three defenders around her. But it's I guess an old Cardinal rule. You don't want to throw it low to a tall player, make them bend down. So that bounce pass has to be a little stronger onto the court so it bounces up a little higher, at least hip high. It went out of bounds, and Pellissippi State will take possession. Full court pressure by the Lady Pioneers is looking at the official scorers table to make sure everything is good. Got the 30-second clock up to full steam, and we are ready to go. Stepped on the out-of-bounds line across the way. And that's a turnover to Lady Pioneers as Conrad re-enters the game, as does Giesler. So for the Lady Pioneers, Callaway, Disney, Myrie, Love, and Parker. So again, 4 freshmen and the sophomore Ella Disney. Parker gets the inbounds pass. She's being guarded by Autumn Crick. Ashley Crick guarding Myrie, but there's a pass that goes out of bounds. And another turnover. I don't keep turnovers on my sheet, but it's got to be 5 or 6 already for the Lady Pioneers. Callaway a little too aggressive there. Fouls Conrad driving up the court. She picks up her first personal. 3 fouls on Volstate, 2 more, and Pellissippi will be shooting 2 free throws. 10-6 is the score. Inside pass, nice pass, and a nice roll to the bucket there. Ashley Crick picks up her first field goal. She's got 4 in the game. Pellissippi has doubled up Volstate, 12-6. Parker drives to the right again, trying to work that offense from the right side. Into Myrie, she gets it in. That's her strong side. Myrie has 8 in the game. And it's the only 8 Volstate has scored. Conrad stops and pops. Her shot no good, but on the rebound, Pellissippi. Serenity Giesler picks up the personal foul. Both teams full pressure as Disney pass goes over Parker and it's tapped out of bounds by Myrie. Ignacio checks in for Ashley Crick. 8 players on the Pellissippi roster. I think all but one have played so far. Oh, it's a travel. Miss Giesler got a running start there, Kaysen. That is frowned upon in basketball. Yana Parker nearly had a palm there. She's going to drive all the way to the hoop. Her shot is up, but wouldn't have counted if it had gone. She draws a foul. It'll be on the floor. And Serenity Giesler picks up 2 quick fouls here in the first quarter. Let's see if she's going to have a seat, and she will, as Malu Braga, transfer from Odessa College from Brazil, checks in, along with 5 new Lady Pioneers. Pass by Freeman down in the feet of Moore, and that's lost. All the way to the hoop, no good. Put back is good this time by Ignacio. Picks up her first bucket. Volstate had the basketball, but there's another foul in the backcourt. This one by Ignacio. That's 5 fouls. We should be shooting free throws here. And Mr. Noble Patterson III, he hears our public address announcer say the 5th foul, and he will put everybody at the free throw line. So our 3 officials for today: Dwayne Burks, our referee, Noble Patterson III, and Chad Beck. And the first shot by Sharon is no good. Sharon, the leading 3-point shooter a year ago, not having the success of this year from the 3-point beyond the arc at 27%. Unfortunately, she's also struggled from the free throw line. Misses both there. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Pellissippi trying to even up their conference record. They are 4-5. Kick out to Stevenson, who checked into the game. 5'8" sophomore from Knoxville, Tennessee. So all 8 have now entered the ball game for Pellissippi State. They again have doubled up the Lady Pioneers 16-8. That's where Sharon is comfortable from, out there at the 3-point line, but can't get loose. Freeman into Asia Pirtle, who's checked into the game. She's going to drive all the way and get it off the glass and in. Why shoot outside when you can put it right off the glass? Tashana Moore gets the task of guarding Elise Conrad and causes a turnover, as they called Conrad for palming the ball. Madison Ogburn will check in, and Kyla Stevenson, after scoring a field goal, she has to take a seat. Sharon's going to drive to the basket. She's going to go back to the free throw line. I believe that is the second foul on Liliana Ignacio. So 2 Lady Panthers with 2 fouls in the first quarter, Serenity Giesler and Liliana Ignacio. Sharon will go back to what she might be thinking is her nightmare at the free throw line. 52.5% free throw shooter. There, she drops it in there. One out of 2 at the line. Volstate down 16 and nobody's back. Freeman tried to get a hand on that, but the basket by Ogburn is good. Again, full court pressure. Ignacio all over Sharon. She kicks it out to McMillan for 3. Her shot is long. And one and done are the Lady Pioneers. Braga dribbles to the left. She gets free and drops in the 13-footer. That's her first field goal. 6 of the 8 Pellissippi State players have made a field goal as Freeman comes in and uses her best friend, the glass. Coming up on a minute to go in the first quarter. Pellissippi State's put up 20. Ashley Crick going to drive on Freeman. Freeman with a tough defense right there, and Moore pulls down the rebound. Dribbles out of there. She can handle the basketball. Oh, nice pass to McMillan. Waits for the blow by and can't get it up over Braga. Braga comes out, it's 2-on-2, but quickly back is Conrad. She gets a layup. Conrad with 9 in the quarter. 30 seconds to go, but the shot clock's still on. About 3-second difference. See if Volstate decides to take it down to the last of the shot clock. Looks like they are. Sharon backing in now, gets a screen from Pirtle. Her three is no good. 7 on the game clock. Conrad's going to drive. Kick out to Braga for 3. In and out and back in. And a great end of the quarter for the Pellissippi State Lady Panthers. And 25 points in the first quarter for Pellissippi State to 13. And it could have been 20-13, but instead 2 field goals there at the end. We'll take a 30-second break and we'll be right back with the second quarter. You're listening to the Volstate Sports Network.
Have you ever wondered what happens when you click Buy It Now? A whole series of transactions take place, from the manufacturer to your front door.
That is logistics and supply chain management.
At Volstate, we offer end-to-end supply chain courses.
Going into the future, our students need to understand these processes.
A lot of business is dependent upon getting a product on time.
Students here at Volstate are able to leave here with that knowledge.
Because the supply chain
Is counting on me.
Second quarter action set to begin. 25-13. Pellissippi with a 12-point lead after the first quarter. All right, Kaysen, there's your first quarter of women's college basketball. What do you think?
I'm thinking that the Pioneers need to handle the ball better. I like their game plan. They're trying to get it down in the paint, but they're just making unsafe passes, and they have a lot of turnovers to show for it.
Myrie back in the game now, along with Kyra Sharon, Tashana Moore, Madziana Calloway, and Ella Disney, the 5 for the Lady Pioneers. Braga, Ignacio, Ogburn, Conrad, and as Myrie gets the turnaround shot, Giesler is now also in the game. That's the 5 for Pellissippi State. Braga doesn't have any problem at all driving to the basket. And a steal by Ignacio and a shot no good. Inside to Myrie, off the glass, a kiss and the score. You're right, they got to minimize the turnovers.
And I just think the Panthers are handling the ball better. They're not putting it in harm's way like that pass just right there.
Had a wide open Ignacio there in the corner, missed the 3, and the rebound goes to Volstate. 10-point lead. And inside and just right over the defense. And Myrie can do that all day long.
I think now they're getting the flow of it. They're making better passes, and they're putting points on the board because of it.
Now just need to match up with some good defense. And they're going to call it tight here in this ball game. Ella Disney with the hand check picks up the personal foul. That's her first. By my count, they had only 3 personal fouls in the first quarter. Pellissippi State got into a little bit of trouble there. Conrad's going to drive around to the right. Kicks out into the corner. Ogburn's shot no good. Rebound to Myrie, and now finally secured by Ella Disney. Again, inside to Myrie all day long. Got to have a timeout, Coach Dudley, and he is calling that. That's 4 buckets already for Myrie here in the second quarter. 16 points. She's already at her average, and we are just less than 12 minutes into this game. All right, what in your vast knowledge of basketball, what does Pellissippi State need to do to stop that play right there?
There's not much you can do just based off of her height. I would say play some tighter defense, you know, stand your ground in there, don't get pushed around, and obviously that high pass is hard to guard though.
They are just getting it over the defender's hand. The defender is in front. So the thing that I'm thinking that they're going to have to do is they're going to have to put the defender behind and make Myrie shoot over the top instead of having the pass go over the top. Braga drives, and then see, it's either a travel or a foul, and Mr. Beck in the very tight striped shirt in terms of the stripes are really tight. Not saying that he's wearing a medium, but a traveling violation called there. Chad, I'm not making a comment on your wardrobe. Disney dribbles it off her foot, has it knocked away. She's still got plenty of time on the shot clock as now 2 sophomores in the game. Madziana Calloway with a high arcing 3, no good. Rebound to Ashley Crick. She gives it up to Braga. Braga's gonna push, and Conrad trying to slip in on the backside there. She's down at the block. Ogburn pulls it out. Now over to Braga, and Conrad, she's gonna drive on more. Out to the three-point arc. Three-point shot is good by Ashley Crick. That's the third 3-ball for Pellissippi State. The long pass by Sharon eludes to Shauna Moore, and Sharon will come have a seat along with Callaway as Yana Parker and Skylar McMillan check in. Jersey Mike subs in for Volstate. Crick's gonna drive it all the way into the lane and then over to her sister, and the scoop shot is good. Autumn Crick gets her first field goal of the game. Up court to Disney into Myrie. Now they have the defender behind, and a personal foul is called. Malu Braga said I was just standing there. Picks up her first foul, so there Myrie had to go over the top. So it's, do you want Myrie to score on the block off the glass, or do you want to make her shoot free throws?
I think you put it up to free throws because we've already seen what she can do when you put her in the paint. She's just, they can't stop her.
1 of 2 from the free throw line. 10-point lead. Conrad pulls it out. Braga's going to get into the lane. Out to the top of the 3-point line, and Conrad's 3 is a little short. Disney tried to work it inside, and Conrad's going to pick the reach-in foul. Fouls are adding up. That's her second personal foul. That's 3 players for Pellissippi State with 2 fouls here in the first half. Disney, she can hit from there, but she hopped that left foot and a travel violation. Probably about the 4th or 5th travel we've already seen in this ball game for both teams. Ogburn drives into the lane. Out to Autumn Crick with Myrie over her as Pellissippi State was looking for a foul call. There's a turnover on the inbound pass. 2 more passes, and Ashley Crick has a field goal. Just when Lady Pioneers trying to get it under 10, and 2 quick field goals for Pellissippi State. They're back up to a 14-point lead. Disney tried to go around to Shauna Moore. She throws it out of bounds on the attempted shot. And Disney will come out of the game along with Tashana Moore as Rylan Freeman and Kyra Sharon will check back in. Kyla Stevenson will replace Madison Ogburn. Tough to stay with Ogburn, or with Conrad. They called the push-off foul. That's 3 on Elise Conrad. She's going to have to come out of the game, and Liliana Ignacio. So I couldn't see it from here. It was blocked from my view. She must have been pushing with that left arm as she was driving. Almost halfway through with the second quarter. Volstate was down by 12 at the end of the first quarter. McMillan looking for Myrie. Sharon with the 3, no good. Rebound to Yana Parker. Back out to Sharon, to McMillan, who drives over to Parker. She was just inside the 3-point line, and Myrie tried to go over the top of another 5'11" freshman, Ashley Crick, and couldn't get over there. Ignacio not checked at all until she got to the paint. Her shot's no good. Crick's no good. Up court, Freeman.
Got numbers.
Now, 2-on-1. And a smack on the head as Freeman misses the layup. Quan Dudley is pointing up to the scoreboard like we're getting called for all the fouls. Braga picks up her second. Freeman's first rolls out. Lady Pioneers struggling from the free throw line. It's 5 misses already. Make it 6. Freeman shoots 58% from the free throw line, 0 for 2 on that trip. Still down by 14. Braga fadeaway shot in and out. Rebound to Myrie, and nearly lost it there as Stevenson was between her and Parker, but Sharon comes out of there with the basketball. Myrie on the other side this time as Parker drives, has it stripped. Crick to Braga to Ignacio in the corner, in and out. McMillan with the rebound. Freeman to McMillan. Somebody got to hit a 3, no good, but the garbage bucket to Freeman. And a timeout called quickly by Otis Key. It'll be a 30-second timeout, as I think Coach Key was seeing his Lady Pioneers getting a little bit tired. They were going up and down. Have not hit a 3 yet. Keep it right here, of course. Tell you about the last game. Volstate lost 64-52 to Roan State. And in a conference matchup, Kendall Myrie had 19 points in that game, 9 rebounds and 7 blocked shots. And Kaysen, you may not know this because you're just getting started, but Kendall Myrie averages 5.8 blocks. It's now up to 5.9 block shots a game. We've not seen that today because Pellissippi State not really having to set up in their offense. They're just getting the ball and going. But that leads the nation and she actually has as many block shots as the second highest team in the country. New Mexico Junior College has 5.8 block shots as a team, and they're second in the country. Nice take to the basket there by Braga. She has 10 unofficially. Moore, and lazy pass to Freeman. That's knocked away. Freeman apparently did not touch it as it was heading out of bounds. Braga nearly had another steal. Pellissippi is 4th in the league in steals, just a little over 11 in the conference. Conrad, one of the top in the league in thefts. Actually, she is the top, as a shot altered there. Pellissippi will draw a foul on Kyra Sharon as Braga again is driving to the basket. Fan here in the stands. A little Bronx cheer as an official called a foul on Lady Pioneers. That is 3 in the quarter. It's not like there hadn't been any fouls called on Volstate. 4 for Pellissippi and 3 for Lady Pioneers. There's the 4th on Myrie, picks up her second as Autumn Crick flashes to the basket on the inbounds pass. Myrie picks up her second foul. Crick will go to the free throw line. Crick averaging 10.3 points per game. And in and out on the first free throw. The next one goes. 66% free throw shooter as Ogburn replaces Ignacio. 39-24 is the lead. We're under 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Disney has Stevenson guarding her, gets it across the timeline. So they're not trapping with that press, Kaysen. And a nice pass into Myrie.
Great catch.
They're going to call traveling on Myrie. She's thinking she's getting knocked around, but and you see Kendall, she doesn't have a lot of bulk to her. So it's kind of easy for folks to knock her around. Braga gets the screen behind the back, dribble, and it's going to be a three-point shot there by Crick. Autumn Crick, no good, rebound to Disney. Autumn shooting at 38% from beyond the arc, leads their squad. Moore with the turnaround shot, and it's good. Tashana gets her first bucket. Moore averages 5.8 points per game. She'll also steal it from you. Got over two steals a game. That bounce pass from Braga to Crick goes out of bounds. Minute 48 to go in the half. Full court pressure. There's Disney down in the corner, and nobody comes to help Braga, who peels back pretty quickly. Myrie gets it at the elbow, now out to Callaway, who drives and tried to scoop it up. Doesn't even get it up off the glass, but draws the foul. This comes on Kyla Stevenson. That's her first foul. And Callaway, who was in the act of shooting, will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. She averages 3.1 points per game. And knocks down the first. Callaway shooting just under 44%. Doesn't get to the free throw line a lot. That's just her 17th time there. That's a little bit strong. Rebound to Pellissippi.
The Lady Pioneers need to hit their free throws. They're getting fouled. They just hit the free throws. I feel like they'd be in this.
Down by 13. They've missed several, haven't they? Braga step back three straight away, and it's no good. Rebound goes to Stevenson. She dribbles it out to the three-point line. Let's see if Crick steps up. Thought about a shot there, but a closeout by Moore. Braga likes to go to her right and then push back left. Did a double move there as passes over to the three-point line. Nice tap there by Braga, and the basket by Stevenson. I don't know if they'll give Braga an assist on that tap, but heads up play, up by 15. Freeman for three, short. Braga looking for Ogburn way down there, but Moore nearly had a steal. Nice bounce pass by Ogburn, and one too many passes for Pellissippi State. Disney gets the steal. Shot clock is off. 13 on the game clock. That was a pass that was going to be to Myrie, but had plenty of time. I don't know who was, that must have been the other team. She just went over and back, and that will end the half. That was chaotic. I'm not sure what Volstate was doing. Maybe that was Pellissippi or Pellissippi's fans that were yelling, like counting it down, but she had 4 more seconds on the shot clock. So I don't know what was going on there. Casey, any final points before we go to our halftime break?
Just that the Lady Pioneers need to hit their free throws and stop putting the ball in harm's way.
42-27, Pellissippi leads. We'll take a break. Be back in about 3 minutes to go before the start of the third quarter. You're listening on the Volstate Sports Network on YouTube, on Cable Access Channel 19, and on WVCP 88.5.
Are you ready to blaze your pathway in the business world? We're developing pioneers to become the next great generation of business leaders, deal makers, movers, and shakers. Our world is facing many challenges, but the future also holds opportunity for those ready to forge into it. But to overcome our challenges and seize the opportunities, we need problem solvers, critical thinkers, innovation, and creativity. Acquire the skills, real-world experience, and credentials to be the next great pioneer in leading and reshaping business and industry. Whether you desire to be a CEO or develop new solutions in supply chain to ensure the world keeps moving, Volstate can help you conquer your pathway to success.
While I was attending Volstate, I worked at First National Bank, which has been a great legacy for me because 30 years later, I'm still working at First National Bank. They have just been a great place to work, just like family. Well, I would absolutely recommend Volstate. Number one, I'm living proof that the education I received there has been beneficial. Both my son and daughter also attended Volstate. My daughter's majoring in business, so what better recommendation could you give than to encourage your own children to participate and learn with Volstate?
My name's Aaliyah Taylor, and I'm from Livingston, Tennessee. Currently, right now, I'm studying accounting and business. I picked Volstate because it was just more of my hometown, and it was just something closer for me. I wasn't ready to go out of town.
We have a management concentration, we have marketing concentrations. Within that, you have a sales focus. We have an entrepreneur focus within that, for someone who wants to look at starting their own business. We also have a focus in accounting and in finance. Our goal is to figure out a student's path in front of them, whether that is to transition to a core university or to align to a career. And for us, we're paired now in order to be able to be successful in the path they choose.
Whether you want to make your way to Wall Street or if you'd rather be on Main Street, Volstate's business and technology programs will prepare you for your journey. Come find your pioneer spirit and let us help you blaze your pathway here at Volstate.
One thing I would say that's really special about Volstate is essentially the relationship that the institution has with its students.
This is a place where you can get comfortable and you can be fine-tuned with the people that are in the same field as you are.
Volstate is like my second home. I've gained so much here, I can't even describe it all. So my story began for me about 5 years ago. Had the world in the palm of my hands. I go into work one day and then I'm told you're going to be laid off indefinitely. We don't have a space or a place for you. And there was two things I could have done. I could have just folded and just said, you know what, my life is ruined, it's over, I'm defeated. Or I could pick myself up, dust myself off and say, let's start again. And so I decided that I would come to Volstate.
Volstate's prepared me by giving me all the skills I need to start off. This first class is about mechanical engineering and more of the physical side of mechatronics, just creating 3D objects with routers and mills.
This is where it's all at. I didn't realize how great this place was until I really explored my options.
But we have a great recording industry program, we have great equipment, we have some faculty here who have worked in the industry. I love Volstate, I would recommend it to anybody. I want to go into PR and journalism. Being at a smaller community college helped me to better navigate and know what to expect when I'm ready to expand my studies at another university.
I think this was the perfect start to my journey. Possibilities are endless.
It's a solid foundation that you can go anywhere in the country with.
My dad and my parents, period, were my biggest champions. He got sick and we didn't know it. He died of cancer, it was sudden. And he kept asking me, baby, when are you gonna graduate? I was like, it's coming, it's coming. I really thought I couldn't do it. But I was determined, and here I am now at the finish line, living proof you can do anything that you put your mind to. Just gotta believe. This has been a great journey. I have nothing but great memories, and I will cherish these memories for as long as I can. It's been tough. It really has been tough. I've had a lot of hills to climb. I've had obstacles, but now I'm at the top of the mountain and the view is incredible. I see so many possibilities in front of me. And Volstate, it changed my life.
My name is Brent Cross. I'm a student at Volstate. This is my first day. All my cousins have gone here and said it's always a good school. It's a lot different than high school. There's tons of people and I don't know anybody.
Do you need help finding a class? Are you good? My name is Trinice Palmer. I'm a student at Volstate Community College. And I just kind of help with students find their way around campus. This is starting my second year here at Volstate. See what we can get done. But you have a lot of high school students that are, have a hard time transitioning between high school requirements and college requirements. What I like about Volstate is that you get involved with a lot of the, campus events and campus clubs and societies, and I'm pretty much taking advantage of all those things. So,
my name is Kida De La Cruz. I play baseball at Volunteer State, and I am a pioneer. Well, I wasn't the greatest student in high school. I barely passed. I never really strived to do better. I didn't know where I was going to go to college. As of now, I'd like to go to Grand Junction, win a ring over there. Then after that, in June, go in the draft.
Here we go.
I have high expectations. I expect to learn a lot. Just doing what I gotta do.
I'm studying business administrations right now. Yeah, I plan on graduating here and go to like MTSU or Tech or something.
My goal is to become a surgeon, and in the process I'm majoring in biology. One of my dreams is to pursue finding a cure for cancer and other illnesses and diseases that are out there that's affecting the world. I would have to say this would be a stepping stone for me. I just want to take out the time to, do whatever is necessary and whatever steps or process that it would take to get me closer to that. So.
We've had a bunch of All-Americans. And then we have all the players that were drafted from here to the pros. So if I put in the work I have to, I could be the next one on this list. That's something I've always dreamed of when I was little. And just trying to make everybody in my family happy.
Our students are the future leaders of businesses in this area. We live in a fast-growing area. We are seeing large tech companies move in.
When a student comes to Volstate, they can leave here with knowledge that applies to all aspects of business.
We have a management concentration, we have marketing concentrations. Within that, you have a sales focus. We have an entrepreneur focus within that for someone who wants to look at starting their own business. We also have a focus in accounting and in finance.
We have our Associate of Applied Science degrees, which are logistics, accounting, management, and marketing. And then we have the Associate of Science, our transfer degree programs.
Our goal is to figure out a student's path in front of them, whether that is to transition to a four-year university or to align to a career, and for us to prepare them in order to be able to be successful in the path they choose.
I took business management because I want to have my own business one day.
I started updating my resume. In a lot of places, even as entry level, really needed a degree. So I just really knew that it was time for me to take that step and enroll in Volstate.
I feel like for what I want to do for my own future, I do need the background and I need the understanding.
At Volstate, we offer end-to-end supply chain courses.
Companies like Amazon, their system and their perfection with this system is built upon efficiency.
A lot of a business function is dependent upon getting a product on time so that they can do the business they need to do.
Going into the future, our students need to understand.
Welcome back. This is Tim Reese, joined by Kason Hollinsworth, and we are getting ready to start the second half. Pellissippi State leads Volunteer State 42-27. Let's get to some unofficial stats that have now been made official. Elise Conrad had 9 points in the first quarter, did not score in the second quarter. She got into some foul trouble there with a couple extra fouls in the second. She now has 3 personals. Madison Ogburn with 2 points, the leading scorer for Pellissippi State. Malu Braga with 10. Ashley Crick with 9. Her twin sister Autumn Crick with, it shows, 6 points. And Kyla Stevenson 4 off the bench. And Liliana Ignacio with 2 points. Total of 42 on the scoreboard. I think that might be one too many, but I went back and did a little checking, and the official score has Autumn Crick with a 3-point field goal made. I did not think she made one in the second quarter. But right now, 15-point deficit, not going to make a difference. But for Vol State, leading scorer is Kendall Myrie. She leads all scorers with 17 points. Rylan Freeman with 6. And 2 points for Tashana Moore, 1 each for Madziana Calloway and Kyra Sharon. Vol State is 5 of 12 at the free throw line and has not made a 3-point bucket yet. So, Kason, you're keeping a score sheet for the first time ever, I assume, in basketball. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever kept a score sheet in any sport before? Baseball, you're not a scorebook guy for baseball?
No, sir.
No?
Other than backyard football games, keeping score up with them.
Okay. Well, all you're doing there is adding 6 points or 1 or whatever, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So a little bit different to do that, but 1.5 under your belt as on your debut as a broadcaster. And we are about set for the start of the third quarter. Everybody set at the official scorers table. Except we need a basketball. Noble Patterson III will 2-hop pass over to Dwayne Burks, our lead referee, who will hand it in to Pellissippi State. Pellissippi State looks like they're starting their original starting 5, except for the fact that Madison Ogburn is in there. Braga in the paint, and she has a nice shot from inside there. The leading scorer puts in another 2 for Pellissippi State. Tashana Moore gets it across the timeline and hands it off to Sharon, and wide open there. Now doubled is Myrie. She's going to get fouled. If that's on Conrad, it'll be her. It is. It's going to be on Conrad. Braga tried to take it for her, but Conrad picks up the foul. But she's going to have to come take a seat. Leading scorer and leading rebounder for Pellissippi State. Pellissippi State, their home broadcaster is Jay Harper on the Game Time Sports Network. He might be listening in if he's not doing traffic reports on a local radio station in Nashville. Kendall Myrie, 2 for 2 at the free throw stripe here to start the third quarter.
That's a good sign, hitting more of your free throws, easy points.
Nobody in your face there. Also, you put the Lady Panthers' best player, other than, I'd say, Braga, pretty good as well. Myrie running the floor on the turnover. Moore shot up and no good, but Myrie there with the cleanup, and she gets the field goal. Now with 21, Vol State gets quick buckets. It looks like a point, 2 more points, as that one's tapped away. So 44-31, Pellissippi retains possession. So Braga's going to have to carry the load here for Pellissippi with Conrad on the bench. Autumn Crick, wasn't sure if that was for her, but Ignacio picks it up. 10 on the shot clock. Ignacio runs into the paint. Her shot, turnaround shot to the right, misses everything and goes out of bounds. Madison Ogburn, Ashley Crick, Autumn Crick, Malu Braga, and Liliana Ignacio, the 5 in for Pellissippi State. Rylan Freeman has the basketball. She's looking for Myrie inside. Instead, pass to McMillan, who was running away from the pass. Moore able to pick it up. Now Freeman with 8 on the shot clock. Sharon into Myrie and off the glass and short. Tashana Moore fighting for the rebound, but Ashley Crick picks it out of there. Braga, B-R-A-G-A, from Brazil. Autumn Crick drives. That looked like a couple steps, but her shot doesn't get up off the glass. Myrie running the floor off the glass and in. Myrie glass bucket. That's a big play for the Lady Pioneers today. Autumn Crick's 3 is a little strong. Rylan Freeman with the easiest rebound she's going to come up with. Volstate now down by 11. Get a 2 or 3 here and get it under 10 for the first time in a while. Moore goes up with that left hand again. A little bit of a wild shot off to the right. Tashana Moore with the pick into Sharon. Her shot is off the back of the rim and in. Kyra Sharon gets her first field goal, and that's a timeout for Pellissippi State as Vol State finally does get it under 10, 44-35. Casey, a pretty good run right there.
Yes, sir. They're getting more turnovers, and they're putting the ball in the basket. They're within a 9-point range here, and I think if they hit a couple threes, they keep doing that same over-the-top pass with Myrie, they could come back into this game.
Looks like Pellissippi is probably going to put a player behind Kendall Myrie. If you weren't with us in the first half, she ran off 4 straight buckets in the second quarter on the pass over the top of the defense and laid it right in, an easy layup. Both teams have been playing full court pressure all game long. Nothing changed here, it's just straight man-to-man defense. Sharon with the tap away, but she's going to be called for the reach-in foul. That will be her second. Sharon on Ogburn. Ogburn got the wide open lane to her left, takes it, nearly a travel. Now Braga's going to probe inside. She tries to go up on the left side, no good. Battle and the rebound goes to Autumn Crick, and she puts it up with the left hand. Picks up the bucket, stems the run for the Lady Pioneers. Tashana Moore is handling the basketball now. Gives it up to McMillan. Double teamed, and her pass back to Freeman is stolen by Ashley Crick. Autumn drives, loses the ball, and recovers off the glass and in. There's 2 quick field goals. Now not enough people back, but Tashana Moore with a nice catch. Over to McMillan, steps inside the 3-point line, and her shot is good. Skylar picks up her first bucket of the ball game. The freshman from Westmoreland High School. She lives in the little town of Bethpage. Out to Ashley Crick for 3, no good. Myrie got a fingernail on it, and then she traveled after she got the basketball. Jersey Mike's first subs of the second half. Yana Parker, Ella Disney, and Madziana Calloway for the Lady Pioneers. 11-point lead. Pellissippi State gets the ball back. Myrie barely got a fingernail on that rebound. Actually tipped it to herself, but took one more bunny hop with nobody around her. Step back 3 for Autumn Crick, no good, a little strong. Rebound fought for by her sister Ashley, and she's clobbered from behind by Rylan Freeman. Picks up her second foul. The Pellissippi basketball underneath their own basket. 20 on the shot clock. Nice flash underneath. Callaway doesn't see the pass coming to Braga. She drives all the way to the basket, has the shot partially blocked by Myrie, but apparently she got Braga's wrist and picks up the personal. That's her third. Braga will go to the free throw line. 55% free throw shooter. 5'9", it says. She misses the first. Was 1 for 2 in the first quarter. Transfer from Odessa College. She's from Brazil. Her high point total for the year, 23, is shot back up and in. Autumn Crick gets that one. She has 3 field goals here in the third quarter, 13-point lead. Volstate had it down to 9, but couldn't crack into it anymore. Callaway dribbles to the left. Disney now tries to get it inside, but the help defense by Ashley Crick knocks it out of bounds. It'll be Volstate basketball. Tashana Moore checks into the ball game for Kendall Myrie, who sits with 3 fouls. Callaway to inbound to Yana Parker. Freeman posting up. She turns around and gets a nice soft shot over the top of the defense there. She has 8 in the ball game. 50-39. And there's an offensive foul. Not sure what Ignacio was doing there, but Chad Beck said, "You're not allowed to do that." Moving pick. I've seen that called a lot more this year. In the men's game the other day, Vol State and Roan State, several. Nice back cut by Callaway and nice vision by Ella Disney to see her.
They need to make more of those passes.
Disney, one of the top assist players in the league, as Ignacio gets fouled driving to the bucket. She'll go to the free throw line. Is that on Disney? It is. Ella picks up her second foul. Sophomore, she's from Greenbrier. We'll get to her for our Ascension, our High Point Health Ascension St. Thomas player spotlight here shortly. Ignacio's first free throw attempt of the ball game is no good. One for 2. Coming up on 4 minutes to go, 10-point lead for Pellissippi State. Disney was looking again. She's going to go all the way to the hoop, off the glass, no good. Parker's going to pick up the over the back. If you were with us in the last game, the officials hardly blew the whistle on fouls. This crew is calling it tight, which honestly I kind of like.
Me as well.
I don't like to see a football game break out in a basketball game, but 5 fouls on Lady Pioneers already, just under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Autumn Crick misses her third free throw attempt. She's 1 for 3. Make it 2 for 4. Again, full court pressure, but no trap applied, so it's just one-on-one. Disney handles the basketball. She goes back to the left side. A lot of dribbling going on here as Parker cut off, goes to the basket, and she is tag teamed by the Crick twins. I believe Ashley's going to pick up the harm there. She is the, nope, that's the first Crick to get a foul. Autumn does not have a foul. Ashley picks up her first, and Yana Parker goes to the free throw line. A little strong, and it wiggles out of there. Yana from West Carroll High School. She's out of Nashville. 2. Looked down the center of the basket, but hopped out of there. Nice hands there by Tashana Moore. There's a steal. Disney comes up with the basketball. Volstate still has not hit a three-point bucket. I don't know that I've called a Volstate women's or men's game the team did not hit at least 1 3. Inside to Tashana Moore, fakes left, goes right. Wild shot. Parker gets it, did not hit the rim yet. She drives to the basket. Finally it hits the rim, but the rebound goes to Braga. Ogburn wide open for 3. Freeman gets the missed shot. Coach Key is calling for the Lady Pioneers to get it down the court. Callaway just inside the three-point line. That's off the front of the rim. Disney with the long rebound over to Freeman. Her shot is no good. Rebound to Braga. Up court pass. Freeman not looking, and a wide open layup. And the scoop and score for Ashley Crick. Or is that Autumn? Nope, that's Ashley. More back pass to Yana Parker, who's knocked off her spot, but no foul called there. I think that was a good no call. And they got numbers here, 3-on-2. Kick to the corner, Braga for the long 3, no good, but rebound to Ogburn. She goes right back up, and she gets hacked, and she's going to go to the free throw line. Comes up limping. Ella Disney with the slap and her 3rd personal foul. Disney and Callaway will have a seat as Sharon and McMillan check in, as does Serenity Giesler, freshman from Knox West High School in Knoxville, Tennessee, for Pellissippi. Can't be a 1-on-1. There's no 1-on-1s in women's basketball, and she didn't make the free throw, or make the basket. So apparently that surprised the official. They were looking at each other, Kaysen. Ogburn will come out as Kyla Stevenson. You're going to stick around for the men's game, right, Kaysen?
Yes, sir.
A little bit of a difference in the flow of the game you'll see from women to men. McMillan drives to the right side. Sharon's going to fire for 3. That's off. And Giesler fights for it, but finally loose ball goes to Freeman. Moore waits for Braga to come out on her. Skylar McMillan gets a screen, but picked up by Ignacio. Yana Parker fakes right, steps back into a 3, and a little long. Freeman is battling with Braga, but the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Pellissippi State basketball. 1:17 to go in the 3rd quarter. Fall State's run has petered out, now down by 14. Drive all the way to the basket by Malu Braga. She now has 14 in the game. Elise Conrad been on the bench a long time, but Pellissippi State has not suffered. Sharon was open briefly. She's going to drive in and hand off to Moore, who tried to hand it to Yana Parker, but Lady Panthers knocked it out of bounds. Cheyenne Love will check in for Yana Parker. Autumn Crick in for Ashley Crick. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Sharon picks it up, being guarded by Stevenson. Going to drive all the way to the basket, get it off the glass and the rim. Can't get the roll, but we'll go to the free throw line. And there's Autumn Crick's first foul of the ball game. 4 team fouls, but it's a shooting foul for Sharon. Drops in the first free throw. And make it 2 for 2.
Definitely hit more free throws this half.
4 of 6 in the third quarter. .16 on the shot clock, 20 on the game clock. Braga's going to go all the way with the left hand and scoop it up off the glass.
I'm seeing on the Pioneers defense, they're not closing in when someone's driving to the basket. They're staying on their man. There's no support in the paint.
2 seconds, going to have to fire one up, and it's a shot blocked. Sharon did not get a clear view there of the basket. And Pellissippi is a 16-point lead. They've increased it by 1 in the third quarter. We'll take a quick break, 30-second break, and we'll be right back with the final quarter. You're listening to the Volstate Sports Network.
The demand for mechatronics professionals is on the rise. Students get to earn a wage and college credit simultaneously via our work-based learning program. This hands-on experience gives them a competitive edge in the job market. Industries like automotive, aerospace, electronics, healthcare, and even mining rely heavily on these systems. These positions offer competitive salaries and a chance to contribute to the cutting-edge technologies that are shaping the world around us. Join us in pioneering the future of manufacturing through the power of mechatronics. Visit volstate.edu to start blazing your pathway now. Classes are available now at the Gallatin and Cookeville campuses.
Welcome back on the Volstate Sports Network. Start of the fourth quarter. Cheyenne Love has the basketball. Still man-to-man defense by Pellissippi State. Kyra Sharon now has Kendall Myrie in the ball game. She has the ball on the block. Her turnaround shot, no good. Rebound by Freeman amongst 2 Lady Panthers. Freeman working hard on the glass for the rebound. She now has 10 in the ball game. Autumn Crick drives, trying to get that third foul on Myrie, and Crick gets the roll. Kendall Myrie with 3 fouls. The only other player in serious foul trouble is Elise Conrad, as nice ball handling there by Myrie as she was doubled. Came down with the ball to get away from the second defender and then go right back up. Sharon's going to get the reach in or lean in foul. That's her third foul. Ignacio checks out of the game. Madison Ogburn now in for Pellissippi, as is Kyla Stevenson, Giesler, Braga, and Autumn Crick, the 5 for Pellissippi State. 61-47. Braga can get a shot whenever she wants. Gives it up to Autumn. 7 on the shot clock, 3-point shot. Banked off of the glass and in from straight away. Pretty sure she wasn't intending on that happening, but that's the first 3-point bucket of the second half for either team. Lady Pioneers still looking for their first. Instead, to go inside to Myrie, who's being pushed off the spot, and it'll be personal foul on Serenity Giesler. That's her third personal foul. Ashley Crick, now Conrad does check into the game, replacing Giesler and Stevenson. 64-47. Biggest lead of the game, I believe, by Pellissippi State, 17 points. Turn to the left, and the shot no good by Myrie. Nobody for Volstate under the basket to get the follow-up there. Conrad. And nice fake by Autumn Crick. She goes to the basket on the fake from the three. Let's see, somebody's going to have to call that. Chad Beck says, I got 22, but Noble Patterson, the third, will be the one to come to the scorer's table to call the infraction, and then Skylar McMillan picks up her second. Crick to the free throw line for 2 shots. Autumn nails the first. On my score sheet, she's 2 for 3 from the free throw line. Make it 3 for 4. After 3 quarters, both teams were 50% from the free throw stripe. Volstate 9 of 18 and Pellissippi State 7 of 14. Next game for Pellissippi State is on Saturday against Dyersburg. They'll be going up there by themselves. The men will not go to Dyersburg as the men's team for Dyersburg has suspended their season as Braga picks up her 3rd personal foul on the inbounds pass. That game starts tentatively at 3 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday at Dyersburg for the Lady Panthers. Ella Disney looking for another back cut, gets Callaway, and the closeout foul going to be charged to Autumn Crick. 2 good-looking freshmen, the Crick twins, Ashley and Autumn. A 19-point lead, Callaway at the free throw line. She's 1 for 2. That low dribble, the spin, and the shot high arcing off to the left. About 20 minutes after this game concludes, the men will tip it off, in and out. Callaway not living right, apparently. Getting a break. Ogburn steps into a shot. Doesn't get the roll there either. Myrie with a rebound, and Disney looking for a teammate as the reach in by Ogburn. They will call the foul on her. Thought at first they were just going to say that she knocked it out of bounds, but bounce pass to Disney. Gets a screen from Myrie. The roll, instead a pass to Callaway, and then all the way around, and McMillan can't handle the bullet pass by Ella Disney.
That was a good pass, just a little bit too much heat on that for her.
Yeah, I think Skylar was going to maybe look at a rebound there. Well, Kaysen, let's give some shout-outs to our folks here that are up working on our cameras and crew. Of course, A.J. Fawson, our lead chief engineer. Tamira Dreer is our director today. Freddie Miller, our sound engineer. Catherine Nixon handling our graphic. No, Catherine is taking a breather over there as we have Sarah Carson on graphics and Kirsten Smith on camera 1 and Paris Howard on camera 2. Look around here and see who else is here. I think I've got everybody. We don't have our on-court cameras yet. Maybe we'll have some folks handle that for the men's game. Kaysen, give a shout out to your folks.
Shout out to my parents, to Lee Hollingsworth and Spence Hollingsworth from Lebanon.
All right, siblings?
Yes, sir. I got 2 siblings, Kinsley Hollingsworth in Lebanon and Cooper Hollingsworth, or Cooper Wade in Pulaski, Tennessee.
Okay. All right, well, I need to make sure we get those in. Foul by Yana Parker is Autumn Crick driving all the way to the basket. She's going to have 2 shots. They go ahead and let the subs come in early. Autumn Crick didn't have the luck there that she had on the last 2 free throws. She dropped in 2 and 1 out of 2 here. 5 in the quarter. 18 on the game unofficially. 20-point lead for Pellissippi State 7 minutes to go in the ballgame. And the toss over for Myrie, and her shot is altered. Conrad comes out of there and running the floor. Nice pass and a nice catch and shot by Ignacio. She picks up her second field goal of the contest. If you hustle and you have somebody who can see the floor like Conrad clearly can, you'll be rewarded for your hustle. Trying to get over there that right side. Myrie has a clear path, misses, gets her own rebound, can't get the follow-up as she was slapped on the right arm by Autumn Crick, who picks up her 3rd personal, all in the second half. Volstate for the next 6 minutes and 20 seconds will be going to the free throw line for any foul. So Myrie will go to the free throw line. 25 points in the game for Kendall Myrie, a little short on that free throw. One for 2 at the free throw stripe. Full court pressure. Knocked out of bounds or rolled out of bounds. It'll be Vol State basketball. A couple more Jersey Mike subs checking in. Skylar McMillan and Rylan Freeman. I had my number 9 regular on wheat. That's a Club Supreme over at Jersey Mike's, located right across the street from Vol State campus at 940 Memory Lane. And nice pass into Myrie and gets another bucket. Give the assist to Freeman.
That was a beautiful pass. Right over the defender's hands.
Conrad dribbles to the right, now back to the left, into the paint with the left hand. Can't get the shot to go, but the rebound and the score to Autumn Crick. Shauna Moore is going to drive all the way to the basket. Her shot no good. And we got a free throw contest coming up as Autumn Crick has picked up her 4th personal foul. Looks like maybe some offense and defense going on here as McMillan and Freeman come out. Callaway and Parker check in, as does Kyra Sharon and Serenity Giesler for Pellissippi State. Moore misses the first of 2. Shawnee shoots 66%, but she went 0 for 2 there. But Sharon, with the hustle, gets the rebound. Okay, so we need to yell down there and tell them somebody needs to hit a 3. Callaway steps into the elbow, but I think she shuffled her feet. That'll be another traveling violation. Trouble getting it up. Conrad has 2 seconds to get it across. She does. A 3-on-2. Nice pass, but a blocked shot by the leading shot blocker in the country, Myrie. Vol State coming back left to right now, setting up down by 21. Again, into Myrie, gets a shot up, no good. Rebound to Stevenson as Pellissippi State comes out of there with the basketball. Up to Conrad, being guarded by Moore, now double teamed. Ogburn nearly tossed it to Stevenson, who was vacating the spot. Conrad calls out a play. It must be for her with the left hand. Instead, she's going to go to the free throw line. for 2 shots as Tashana Moore picks up her first personal foul of the ball game. Conrad, who's been in foul trouble most of the game, had 9 in the first quarter and has not scored since until that free throw right there. 64% free throw shooter for the year. 2 for 2. And the offensive players, McMillan and Freeman, will check in. Sharon drives it up the right side of the court and passes to McMillan, who is moving from the spot. Ball goes out of bounds. It's been that kind of night, Kaysen.
Yes, sir. Just miscommunication.
Ignacio inbounds to the sure-handed Elise Conrad, whose pass is tipped. Moore gets it, gets free. There's possible 3 attempt, but Freeman steps in and a nice little runner for 2 points for Freeman. Freeman averages 6.4 points per game, and she has 12 now. Stevenson drives all the way to the basket. Her shot off the glass, no good, as Ryland Freeman pushing Stevenson's arms out of her way. There's a kick to McMillan. She's going to drive into the paint. He used the left hand all the way around. And
nice take.
2 for Skylar. Conrad off the glass and in. Her first field goal since the first quarter. Myrie tried to go up and under and couldn't get it off the glass that time, but Conrad with the left hand. I think the Lady Pioneers are running out of gas. This might be a timeout right here as soon as she gets across the timeout. That is going to be a full timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. I'm going to get to our player spotlight that I haven't been able to get to yet, brought to you by High Point Health with Ascension St. Thomas here in Sumner County, formerly known as the Sumner Regional Medical Center. They're located in the heart of Gallatin, right near the Gallatin High School football stadium. Our player spotlight is sophomore guard Ella Disney, 5'4" guard from Greenbrier, Tennessee. Played her high school basketball at Christian Community High School, an exercise science major here at Volstate. She's the daughter of Chris and Rachel Disney, and of course her older sister, who's now at Tennessee Tech, Emma, played 2 years here on the Lady Pioneers basketball team as well. Hello to Pap and Nana. Nana, a longtime listener. They're both listening in Knoxville, Tennessee. She also has a papa and a nana in Greenbrier and a grandma in Cross Plains, Tennessee. Disney is our and it looks like a zone defense now being employed by Pellissippi. Conrad with the pick. Yana Parker hustling down, and she gets between Conrad and the basket, but no problem for Conrad. She is sniffing her points. She's looking for 16 of them, and she's got 17 now. Wants to get to that average and increase. Conrad back up and in.
Conrad's racking up the points this quarter.
Got 4 2-point field goals and 2 free throws. 10 points in the quarter. So she scored 9 in the first quarter, 10 in the fourth quarter. Minute 20 to go. Again, they're working on a zone defense as Sharon being guarded by Stevenson, and she dribbles it right off of her ankle. Pellissippi basketball. Pellissippi averaging 62.6 points per game as collision there. Pellissippi retains possession. They're right in the middle of the pack in the conference, 5th in the league. Stevenson left side, shot no good. Freeman, it's been a pretty good tussle all night, Freeman and Stevenson. 3-point shot for Sharon, and she hits it. That breaks the string as the clock is continuing to go for some reason. Head coach Otis Key called a timeout. Not sure if they'll add that back on there or not. Won't make a difference, but finally, a 3-point made field goal, and this one by Kyra Sharon. Again, last year she was the leader in the conference as a freshman in 3-point percentage, 46%.
If I'm Sharon, I'm heat checking. I'm just pulling it up.
50 seconds to go. Probably not getting a lot of opportunities to throw up too many more shots, but I don't know that Volstate wants to try to foul here, but it'll be Pellissippi basketball. Volstate down by 24. Conrad behind the back dribble. Nearly had it stolen by Disney. She left Ogburn, and then Ogburn got the pass, and another travel. So 30, fresh 30 as Pellissippi pulls back the defense. See if they set back up into their zone. Maybe a matchup. Over in the corner, Sharon has her shot blocked. She was not in the 3-point position. She is step and a half inside the 3-point line. Stay tuned after the game. We'll have the Toyota of Gallatin player of the game. I don't think there's any doubt as to who that is. She's got the basketball right now. It gets it off the glass. Kendall Myrie has exceeded her high for the year. As that left-handed shot by Conrad, no good. 11 seconds. Up to Sharon. Now she didn't go in or shoot that one from the 3. Myrie's tired. Pellissippi will just hold on, and this game will conclude. Pellissippi State will win this one 81-59 over the Lady Pioneers. Volstate falls to 3-16 overall, 1-9 in conference play. Pellissippi State goes over 500. They're 10-9 overall and 500, 5-5 in conference play. They came in 8th place. Will undoubtedly move up. Volstate mired in 10th place. So we will take a 2-minute break, and we'll come back with final comments and the Toyota of Gallatin player of the game. You're listening to the Volstate Sports Network.
Our students are the future leaders of businesses in this area. We live in a fast-growing area. We are seeing large tech companies move in.
When a student comes to Volstate, they can leave here with knowledge that applies to all aspects of business.
We have a management concentration. We have marketing concentrations. Within that, you have a sales focus. We have an entrepreneur focus within that for someone who wants to look at starting their own business. We also have a focus in accounting and in finance.
We have our Associate of Applied Science degrees, which are logistics, accounting, management, and marketing. And then we have the Associate of Science, our transfer degree programs.
Our goal is to figure out a student's path in front of them, whether that is to transition to a four-year university or to align to a career, and for us to prepare them in order to be able to be successful in the path they choose.
I took business management because I want to have my own business one day.
I started updating my resume in a lot of places. even as entry level, really needed a degree. So I just really knew that it was time for me to take that step and enroll in Volstate.
I feel like for what I want to do for my own future, I do need the background and I need the understanding.
The Lady Pioneers have been defeated by the Pellissippi State Lady Panthers 81-59, and our Toyota of Gallatin player of the game from Volstate is Kendall Myree. She finishes unofficially with 30 points. She had 17 in the first half and finished out the game with 13-point second half. A lot of assists there as the Lady Pioneer teammates, Kason, were getting the ball to Kendall Myree.
Yes, sir, they were. I just think they had too many turnovers in the first quarter, and they gave up too much of a lead.
And finishing out the scoring for the Lady Pioneers, 12 points for Rylan Freeman, 8 for Kyra Sharon, 4 for Skylar McMillan, 3 for Madziana Calloway, and 2 points for Tashana Moore, who did not get very many opportunities to get the ball up, but Kendall Myree did the bulk of the shooting there for the Lady Panthers. Didn't get a chance to get everything totaled up, but I've got 19 for Elise Conrad. We'll just go straight on down. 3 for Madison Ogburn, 11 for Ashley Crick, 19 for Malu Braga, 4 for Kyla Stevenson, 5 for Liliana Ignacio, and let's see, 20 for Autumn Crick. She had 6 at the half and picked up 14 more. Let's see if that totals. I'm not sure if that totals 81 or not. I can't do that math that quickly right there, but rest assured they'll get it right on the box score. But Quan Dudley's squad, along with Cassidy Hill, I did not mention her earlier, but she is the assistant coach. She helped me with some pronunciations of names for the Lady Panthers, so I want to give her a shout out. She's a former Roane State player along with Johnson University. Next game for the Pioneers, Lady Pioneers and the Pioneers, they will be at Chattanooga State on Saturday. Ladies game will begin at 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern. The men to follow right after that. I will not be on the road at Chat State. I believe everybody has to have a live stream, so there'll at least be something on. Just go to their website and see how to watch that game. Kason, you got any final thoughts?
Other than they didn't protect the ball in the first quarter, had I don't know how many turnovers they had. Just felt like every time they drove down there, the ball was in the other team's hands, and you can't score like that.
Well, stay tuned. We're going to be back here in a few minutes with the men's ball game. First place Pioneers for Volstate taking on the Panthers of Pellissippi State. For Athletic Director Bobby Hudson and Head Coach Otis Key, and for Kason Hollingsworth in his first broadcast, this is Tim Reese saying so long. We'll see you shortly here on the Volstate Sports Network.